Keep an eye for red squirrels, Larne. Welcome. Chains. Challenge. Well, how would you pronounce that? You take away the... That's chain, isn't it? Chains. That's must be Chains Wood. Welcome to Chains Wood. It's actually separate, like. Oh, these wee paths now. That path in the middle just goes down the middle. Those are all wee trails. I don't think when we're supposed to be on these is waymark trails. I don't think we're on the waymark trail yet, Pet. We're going to take a look to see. But the man was telling me that the wee lake and on the bottom now is all dried up. So maybe nothing signposted no more. Now this is the wee trail I want. No signs to tell you now. I like walking woods like this here. Very few woods like this. Not like Kelly Forest, but the closer you get. And all any telegraph poles where the wee steel top on it. You know what? There's not much wind blowing in here. We're in the shade, there's no breeze at all. You need to go way down a steep hill to come back up a steep hill. It's the same hill. You're going to be lit. Well, Larne likes Chains Wood. Larne likes it. There hasn't been much Larne hasn't liked in this holiday. Oh, she likes everywhere. She loves caravanning. There's the main path there now. I'm not too far off it, like. Well, Larne! See, there's some stones, so it was a wee path at one time. They did look after it at one time, they put these stones on. That's basically what a mountain bike track would be like today. This is done before mountain bike tracks. That makes you wonder now why they can't make wee mountain bike tracks for pedestrians. Why do you have to go for such a wide path? Probably because of disabled people. We can have a breeze here now. Trees are very thick. You can't see through them, like. Not very old trees. Larne, come on this way. There's the main path again there. Alright. There's a wee metal pole back there, so maybe this is the one that's going down to the lake. Down to the pond. Lake's the wrong word, pond. See, the only thing is, there's a pond down here. Maybe this is one of the ponds. That's why they put a nest on it. This could be another one of the ponds that the house used for the ice. These signs is missing, so I reckon down here now is going down to the pond. Your man was saying the other wee pond just have dragonflies in it. If this pond's still here, there might be dragonflies. Well, I seen one yesterday. So the dragonflies are out this time of year. I barely seen it, flew up to me, away, and that's it. Well, the last year when I seen them on the pond, you could watch them over and over and over. They just stayed hovering around the pond. The thing is now, if something was to happen to me here now, I could be here a long time. If anybody finds me. Look, there he's sign in there, look. Woodland Walk. So that belongs to the other side of the park. That doesn't belong here. That's the wee walk we were for now. Somebody stole the sign, brought it the whole way out here. But maybe better if they just had concrete poles. See if you're on your concrete pole, paint one red, paint one yellow, paint one blue, you know, the primary colours. And if anybody's looking for a walk, you find at the start you're going for the red one, just look for red poles. Now they handed in all these wooden poles by writing on them. Yeah, we're heading down to the pond now. It's getting steeper. But apparently there's not supposed to be much here now. But we'll find out. That barbed wire looks pretty new. Still got the wee bit of green stuff on it. We have a boardwalk here now, which is a bit foggy. Most of us are out of the way. Treasure Trail 3, buttercups, moss, bluebells. This is what you're supposed to be seeing here. So there's all them wee fluffy plants over there now. don't know what you call them. They were up on that Fermanagh as well. Nice wee plant. Wee green things. See, this wee bit looked nice here now, doesn't it? All the ferns and all, like. It's sort of changing a wee bit. Trees are bigger trees. And you can see through them and all. Up above it's all wee young things. So I take all that ground in there, it's a bit boggy. That's why they don't want you in there. Those are all rotting away here. There's a couple of pots, that's what it is, with a bit of wild plant. See, if this is using the mountain bike track, boys will come and fix it themselves. Maybe the council do something. Ah, and then boys ever come down here to check that.
Total time 4 hours, 16 minutes and 24 seconds.
4 hours since we left the caravan.
3 seconds per mile.
I've been walking around for 4 hours. We're not walking too quickly. 4 hours. And this is only our first walk of the day. I'm saying that I've been chatting to people for about 45 minutes. Yeah, we're at the pond now. Where we get out much I don't know. The boardwalk gone out and all the rest of it was rotten. And last time I was here several years ago it was starting to rot. There mightn't be much left of it, but find out. It's just a wee lip that goes out. Luna's testing it first. If Luna goes under, I'll not bother me out. There's a wee counter there. Way out here. They want to see if it's worthwhile maintaining this boardwalk. I don't know, it's not a counter. It's just a wee bollard, pull the cherry sign up. That's completely rotten there. That was the boardwalk going out. Completely gone. Can't do it no more now. Completely gone. Ah, Luna's still having a go on it. This boardwalk is more dangerous than the house. Hold on, Luna. Be careful where you're going now. You may end up with quicksand. Luna, where are you going? See it there, bramble. The boardwalk at the end is over the water, so we can't go to the very, very end, or we're in the water. That's it there, wee viewing gallery there of the pond. But I suppose that's nature for you, isn't it? If the pond takes over, and nature takes over the pond, then that's nature. Who are we to go in with pesticides and weed killer? Decide we want to have a nice clear pond. That's a pond there, completely overgrown. There's once water there. You're supposed to look at here and look at the dragonflies and all. Hey, unbelievable what nature can do. A wee bit of water showing over there. That's water plants and all growing there, so it is still water there. Some mucky and marshy. I'm not going to get past there, Luna. This goes right, this will bring us back out again. I'm not going to get past that. Try to see. Nah, see, what kind of wee plant is that to stop us going round that corner? I think the tree has just sort of fell over and all the branches are blocking it, that's what it is. There's no handrail at that side, the handrail's down. That's the pond anyway. Anybody wants to come and see the pond, that's what you're going to see. Water plants but no water. Listen to the noise going through the grasses. Luna's still enjoying it. It's not a waste of time. She didn't put it. I was hoping to bring her down here to get a drink. She as well wasn't relying on that. Thought the water might have a wee bit of algae in it. There's no room for algae. There's not even a wee sign to say closed or nothing, like, there's just nothing. The council bolted years ago and it's whacked away and that's it. New councils get elected. Nobody knows it's here. I wonder if Larne ratepayers get reduced rates to come here. Can they buy a wee yearly pass? Probably can. A few mountain bikers coming down here. They took a bit of digging pit. Well, at least it's not been wasted. Look at that damn muck there now. But she needs a drink. Where am I to stop her, like? Not drinking it. It's probably all pity. Stagnant as a place, all stagnant. Smells bad. So there the wee walk comes out now. It's just a wee circle, like. Wee Lucy and all walked that. Tells anything about history and all, like, that's why I like sort of things to last. Wee Lucy and Shadow walked that. Willow never did. But wee Lucy and Shadow walked that. There's all wee sign there. I'm supposed to tell you that you're at the lake. There's a pair of steps going up. We'll go along this bottom one. They all go the same place, anyway. Go up to the top path. Very nice side. Funny thing is, the plastic poles are like new, aren't they? Had they built that digging out of plastic, it would look like them plastic poles. Where's my girl? That was a nice wee walk down here in the bottom. Well, we've got the whole climb to come. I wonder why there's barbed wire fence up. There's no animals in them fields. We're starting to climb up now. A wee bottle of juice now to come out. Seen a couple of wee flies flying there. They're a bit small for dragonflies, but yeah, I don't think. But I've been told 2 years ago the dragonflies are bigger, much bigger than normal. I don't know what size a normal dragonfly is. I can't say I've seen a normal dragonfly. If I have seen a normal dragonfly, that's a fifth of the size of what I've seen. What I had in my head what a dragonfly looked like. That's what I seen last year, and the one this year is big as well. But the woman's saying the big this year as well. I'm just wondering, do any wee normal ones? I ones down here. They do look like something from the dinosaur age. Don't know how far back they go, but they look like that type of wee creature. Pretty easy walking up this. The stones are not loose. Good grip. Longer than I remember, Luna. Maybe I went up the steps before, you know. I may have went up the steps. I remember climbing up hill. I still field level here. When's the climb going to start? I have been to the end of the wood. I went to the end of the wood to see what was at the end. That's what you do, isn't it? So I remember going up a lot of steps. Maybe dry stone wall, proper dry stone wall. Must be a cricket pitch or something down there. The building's lying empty, doors busted open. But it looks the shape of a cricket pitch, doesn't it? Wire in the windows, nothing there now. There's no goalpost or anything. It doesn't look like a football pitch. Probably been a cricket pitch. I've never known of a cricket club to not do cricket. I've never known one to, maybe they couldn't get nobody to play. There's nothing cut in the middle for cricket. They're not playing cricket now. They haven't got a wee bit in the middle cut in the lawnmower. And there's no door at the back. There could be somebody in cleaning, I don't know. It just looks empty. I'll check Google Maps. It'll tell me what it is. Google Maps is not saying no name. But you see with the square in the middle and the stripes, that's where they've had the different runs for cricket. The air photography shows it up. Dark and light colours. So it is a cricket pitch. But say it's not saying what name. Or it has been in the past. Should have got a wee drink here and stop. Google Maps is handy. But I always find any place I want to see, the quality's never good enough. Like that cricket pitch is fuzzy. You want to see Belfast, don't you? Give you street view and everything. But when you're in the back of beyond, you never quite see what you want to see. Now we're starting to climb now, Luna. Lots of big houseflies here. Where's Luna going? Come on, get up this whole pit. I'm going on, you catch up. Oh, Luna! Maybe a squirrel, you know. She's going to spot a red squirrel. Are you going to spot a red squirrel? Come on, honey. Trees are getting bigger. Are we near the main path, I wonder? If we are, that's a lot handier than the steps. I was sure we had a big hill, but look, we're not far off the top. So maybe I've gone from the pond. I mean, there's a lane. Where are we now, look? We're going to the park boundary, are we? I've never been here, Luna. That's the edge of the park boundary. We could go up that. Is that a gate lodge there, is it? That's a gate there, gate lodge. That's a gate lodge for the estate pit. You know what? That's a gate lodge. I'm going up this lane. If it lived in there, is it? It's modernised. New cement tile roof and all on it. So the original gate lodge could be knocked down. Look at that chimney, no, it's too modern. Everything's modern, but they knocked the original one down. But look, that's the original gate going into the house. Why they knocked down the original gate lodge? It was probably a wee tiny thing. But you take the gate lodge in the front, it's beautiful, isn't it? You know what, but the doorway and all doors, see where the doorway's got an arch on it and the gates? That could still be the original gate lodge, but it's been all power dashed and everything. It wouldn't have been that size, it's been added on there. Oh, the electric wires going in the front and all. Right, timbers and all. I'd say that's original there, that front, but yeah, you know. But the tiles aren't. The tiles have been changed. Wouldn't have had them concrete tiles on it. PVC guttering. That light. All that part's changed. There's the wee wall there. That was probably the original size of it. So that wee wall is there. That's probably the size of the gate lodge, and that's been added on. You see the fascia board there changes. There's the fascia board going down there. I guess there it changes. That's the new addition. That's the old. So the old rafters and all are still coming down there. New roof, so that's the original size of it. Big gates. It's rough now, isn't it? Some boys trying to make themselves bring home one day out of that. And you know what? There's a nice view and all, like. But it's a big difference in that and the one at the front, isn't it? But you see that? You see if I had a wee house like that now myself, with a wee garage underneath, that's the type of idea I get in my head. I'd love that. It's just they didn't have the money to do it right. That's all that's wrong with it. The idea is it's okay, they just didn't have the money. If they can see views and all, so they have. You're up on that wee deck in there, coming out of your bungalow. You can take that bungalow behind, it's just a bungalow. So, you don't know what shape to get lodges in when they got it. But I say if you pull off the pebble dash, there is no walls behind it. They're the black stone pillars. Would have been black stone. See the wall now? The black stone like Castle Rock. No, no, no. They haven't put no fireplace, nothing in addition. But to go by the chimney, like, windowsills all pretty new there, like, you wonder what went wrong. They didn't have plan permission either. But the roof of the gutter looks old. It's wooden window frames. A wee slate roof would look apart. I haven't got a clue the difference between slates and tiles. All I know, tiles must be a lot cheaper. But a wee black slate roof would even look a lot better, wouldn't it? Cast iron railings and all. Even the window frames, all nothing kept to make it look old. Mightn't even had that big one on there because it's a wee window. Now the garden wall here, look, that's the original there. The garden wall coming out here is original. Back doors up at the top, steps going down. So I wonder, was it a wee two-storey house originally? But they had space underneath, because there's a big drop down behind. So you can see now where they built the garage and the roof terrace. So they come out of the house because they had to go down the steps. Not practical, they're going down the steps. It looks to me like it just wasn't finished. Somebody could have done the house up and then somebody else since sold it and somebody since then has bought it, started doing the work and then just ran out of money. They could have died or anything. But it never was finished. You see the railings, that wouldn't keep it waiting, like, it's only temporary. Everything's sort of done temporary. Boy building it himself and there's no spare time. Could get stroke a heart attack or anything. So, the boy that's doing up now mightn't have been the boy who put the pebble dash on. And I suppose if your house is leaking water and damp, you're going to put pebble dash on, ain't you? Like, where you up this lane now? We're out of the wood, but I know there's a gate going in. This is the actual lane that the horse and carriage would have come up. I see the shrubs and all still planted here, make it look nice. Them shrubs have been planted away back. And the big house was almost built. Suppose if you're riding by a horse or even a carriage, carriages weren't very comfortable. Now if you have 3 gates going into your house and going in one gate saves you 45 minutes, even if it's not pretty, you'd probably save 45 minutes, wouldn't you? But then if you've got your guests coming to the house, it's a bit like using your back door. You go into your house, your front garden may be all nice drive and everything. Oh, the front of the house, look, wee hanging baskets. But when you're scooting out the shop, sometimes handy just scoot out the back door, isn't it? Same back then. This is the back door. There's a poop scoop bin. We're back to civilization up here now. Poop scoop bin. So this is going to take us to the golf club or back to the house. The golf club is going to be in the way, but this would have took you to the house. I'm just wondering that wee lane one earlier on. Could this be it? Could be, you know. So they want us now to go down to the right now into the woods again. I would say that's the original lane there now in front. No parking. Doesn't say no trespassing. Okay, a wee gate for pedestrians there, look at that. Hey. Ah, there are pedestrians in here. Have to make sure there's no wee farm animals now. Oh, look at that. You can't make out where the road is here now. Then hold on. Well, I should know farm animals. Then hold on. Hear the cracking of the wind bushes. Barbed wire all round there now. But you wouldn't know a lane went through there, would you? Could have took it away, I don't know. It's land sold off and stuff. Then bunch of, if we went straight ahead now, you would see where it would have went through. On the ceiling, I'll have to go out this corner here. There's a gap in the trees away down there. You see, there's another thing too. That's a nice steep hill there for a carriage. Where is the house? Is the house could have went down that way, you know. I don't know, where is the house? See, there was a gateway here. We're at the other side of the golf club now. There's the gateway there now. That's their lane. So it's part of the golf club now. So I'm thinking now, where we were earlier on, it's just the other side of there. We come up the wee lane past the golf club and them pillars, that's the same pillars. There's another wee pedestrian gate through there. That's a wee pedestrian gate for us to walk through. But the chain is shut and all that. See the curve and all that. So pedestrians would have walked through that one time. I'd imagine workers coming to the place would have come up and down this lane. So the lane may never had carriages on it. It's just an entry point for workers. And like I said before, if you're bringing in flour and stuff from outside, you'd bring it in the back gate, wouldn't you? So if you went down that lane, that's going to bring you out to the back of the house. Now see if I go to map my walks now. Map my walks, will tell me. Because it's mapped out where I've been. And we didn't want to go on the golf course. So see if we get map my walks up here. Where's map my walks? Where am I there now? We've done some walking here, haven't we? We're all over the place. If I click that now, does that there I am now. So there's the lane I walked. I walked down that lane, we came to a halt, and the lane went round to the left, but I didn't want to do it because you're in the golf club. That's it. So this is the rear way into the house there, that's the lane So when we came down there, the gate lodge, where's the gate lodge? Not that far away. We need to zoom in, Oh, we're going around in circles here. Not 100% sure where the gate lodge is now. Gate lodge is there somewhere. When we come into the gate lodge, come across this field, that'll take you there. And that takes you to the stable block. That's the stable block and all there. There's the actual house over there. So this is the real way into the stable block. There we go, we solved the mystery, but we had to go the long way now. Ah, golfers. No, but like, the thing you can argue now, like, that has a pedestrian access. They've changed it. Pedestrian access. The farmers letting pedestrians come through. Does the golf club have right to stop people? That could be a traditional right away. Oh, that there, look. Is that natural, or is somebody banging holes in that? Trying to split that rock? I'll tell you what, you wouldn't think a lane would disappear so quick, would you? That's under a lot of soil there now. The only place them pillars are is all around that junction there, back of the house. Now I would say there never was, because of them gates for pedestrians, animals could always graze here. So for some reason the lane stopped here and animals could graze. Now when were them gates put on? Is that the farmer after the war or what? When the stately home became a hospital and they no longer had the crowds going there, so the farmer just took the hedge away, make his property a wee bit bigger for his sheep. You hear that snapping now of the wind bushes. You know the wee sparkly things you just put in your mouth as a wind? The crackle. That's what it sounds like. This big mound of hull here, there's no real need for this mound of hull. You think they would took that bit away, wouldn't you? It's low there, and this mound in the middle. There's a manhole cover there, look. So would it be that the water board have ran sewers across here? There's no sewers back then, and they built the hull. There could be a sewer running that direction there. And sewers go by gravity. That's how I say it's happened. So when the original house was here, this ground wasn't this height. So it would have been lower down, and you went straight across, and this is raised up to go over the sewer. See how detective works, eh? And I could be totally wrong, but it's like a wee murder mystery thing, isn't it? Trying to work out what you see. That's a railway line there. Narrow gauge railway line. That probably came from the quarry at I can never mind Carfunnock. That's probably at Carfunnock, the railway line. They stole a wee bit of railway line, brought it down here. So this gate wasn't on here, and that means that wasn't on there. So that lane just came straight on up and straight on through. And it could have been the golf club that put them stone pillars, them brick pillars up there. But we have to go back into the wood here now. Oh no, Pet, I'll tell you what, that was a better walk than going up the steps. I came up the steps years ago. You follow the wee signs, you see. They've got them wee poles, wee signs. Why about half not following wee signs? Another wee counter there. Them wee ones there, like, they're different. I'm going to charge up this GoPro battery, Luna. Like scalding hot, I'll take them out. And what I say to you, I'll let it cool down in my pocket. Rather than put it straight in the, normally up until now I've been putting them straight into the charger. I'm letting them cool down a wee bit first. I'll heat. There's my wee charger now. Because I think if you put 3 batteries in it, it takes 3 times longer to charge them. That charger's turned off there now. We'll turn it back on again. using this wee battery pack. Brilliant job, wee anchor battery pack. Highly recommend it. No point buying them out cheap ones. The wee lights tell you what's charged and what's not charged. So the wee red one's the one I put on, that's why the anchor turned off. They were fully charged. There's no point in having a good camera and stuff and no batteries or no memory. So I have a 512 gigabyte card in it, and I have 4 batteries, and I can still charge them as I'm going. That's why the movies are so long. Half these wee movies won't be made. Probably make them when I retire. Too many. Whenever I have Larne a year, I'm going to start making a lot less. Just see how Larne gets on. And if you look back at the first video and how it's going haywire, and you look at it now in front of me, 7 months, you see the big difference. It's a wee angel now, isn't it? All you need is a really warm day. So I've just been walking over 4 hours, and look how calm she's looking now. As you see something move. We're in the middle of the path now. We should be able to get off this and the wee path up at the side. But the thing is now the sun's going to hit us up there. So maybe just start heading back now towards the car, maybe Larne. We're probably 45 minutes off the car if we went straight there from here. But we will not get straight there from here. Oh, we'll be diverted. The wee train I was going, we'll have to go and look at the wee train. And trampolines. In the last quarter mile, back to the car park's going to be the car. Caravan's in the shade, so that's a good thing. Well, that's just enough here. And I get another wee drink. If I end up on a Larne tonight, this will be. I left last Friday. This is Wednesday, is it? I'm going to have to buy some ice now tonight from the ice box. So that's done well, like. My milk and all canned lemonade is still cold in the big house. I got a 5 litre bottle of water, 5 litre bottle of mineral water. Froze it for about 4 days before it came. Took a wee bit out, put it into a small bottle to allow for expansion. Didn't put the lid on tight enough, and then this was a small bottle and it spilt out. Then I'm on now, you snuffed enough there. So I lost that bit of water. I stuck up a towel then, like. And the idea is the water melts. I would take the water out and I could end up drinking the water. But I haven't been in those supermarkets. I was going to get some squash or something to mix in with. And then I'd replace it with bags of ice. There's still ice in it this morning. So half the bottle's melted. Probably over half of them melted today. I'll check then and go back. But the milk and all is still freezing. And there still is ice in the bottle. By the time all the ice finally melts, that water's still 1 degree. The cool box is still cool. But the reason why I got the 5 litre one, I wanted something to put the bags of ice in, put the ice cubes in. And come on up this way, Pet. So the neck of the bottle is big enough to drop the ice cubes in. When you buy the bags of ice, all the water flows around the bottom of the box and makes a mess. And you lose the water. So I thought, well, that will do for drinking water. I have almost 10 litres of drinking water gone. Almost, a wee bit left. So in theory, I have 5 litres of cool water to use as drinking water, and it's going to heat up again. But that's still handy. £1.20 I think it costs the bottle. And that means I've got a bottle as well to reuse. I'll go now and buy 2 bags of ice tonight, and they're £1 each. You get it from 70 cents in the Republic. I've got £1 here, and so that's, you're chatting £2. But this is Wednesday. It mightn't last as long as my original 5 litres.
Total distance 6 miles. Total time 4 hours 56 minutes and 49 seconds. Foot pace 40 minutes 25 seconds per mile.
Well, I've done about 6 miles and I've spent about 5 hours doing it. So I'd say that's, they're not playing around, chatting to people and stuff like that. Just taking our time. That's the map I walk up. And that's going around all the buildings too, like. Going around the old house, the ruins. So you're not walking very fast going around them, but you're taking time. But if I buy 2 bags of ice, that's 4 litres of water. I'm only 1 litre less than what I left the house with. But because it's ice cubes, it's going to take up more space. So I'll probably take the 5 litre bottle to hold the 4 litres of water. So the original idea was I'd buy 1 bag of ice and add it into the cold water. Now if there's still ice in the water, that's what I'm going to have to do. Or else I'll pour some of the water out like I'm saying. But I haven't got orange squash. But I can drink the mineral water as it is, like, but not one for drinking just plain water. And because I'm trying to keep Larne cool, I'm not sweltered myself. I'm warm, but I'm not drinking piles of water. So if you come into this wee wood here, you've got the one path down the middle. That one path down the middle would have also been a lane. That's the one that passes the house. So it started off as a lane, and it probably would have been the original lane they would have used in the property as well. But these wee paths then just go in a circle, one each side. But a lot of people wouldn't know to come up and walk these. They just think it's wee animal tracks, like, but you can walk the length of it up on each side. It's more interesting. How did I change the battery there? It's 5 minutes to 1 now. Last time, the last couple of days, we weren't walking. We stayed out of the heat, but we're in the trees here. It's not so bad. Then his mouth is open a wee bit now. Here's her doing another wee curry off. I'll probably send a way to go down to the caravan site. There's taps down there. It's a good idea. There's a wee bit of a... That's the boardwalk. They brought that up from the way down below, have they? Hardly. Mountain bikers are using that. We'll head down now. Once we'll soon get out of this wee wood here, back in the main one, straight down the hills, down the steps, past the lime kilns. No, not long down that. Big wide path, big steps. And then you got the reception place. Toilets there, we'll get a drink of water in there for. And that big tree. That's a brave age. See, here's a bird now, the mouth's closing. She's going to attack mode. Making herself aerodynamic to go through the bushes. Now, the thing about wee Willow, like, or Larne, she's never been here before. She doesn't know how far she's off the car. Well, been away 5 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours. She doesn't know how long I'm going to keep walking before I'm back at the car. They totally have to trust you, like. There's not many people that want to do that. I could get up this morning, walked down there and went to work, and she's expected to lie sleeping all day. And then when you're off work, yeah, she's meant to be active all day. It's not surprising for some wee pups and all get confused. When people go on a holiday, they plan it and all, and they organise it and they expect and all this. Wee puppies haven't a clue what's coming up. I mean, she's doing well. Haven't met anybody in this wee wood. Haven't met a single person. Summer holidays, haven't met one single person. So we're near the end of it now. And back into Carfunnock Country Park. I wonder how it got its name. Because the house doesn't say that. It's not Carfunnock House. The house is a funny name, I don't know how to pronounce it. So maybe that's why I didn't call the park after the house. But Carfunnock's not easy name to remember either, like. There's the main path down below now. Well, it's a little out there. Come on now, honey. We're near the end, Pet. We're near the end. I doubt our wee bag of water is going to be all drained away, Pet. Oh, a wee bag of water in the tree in Carfunnock, and that's probably all drained now. Water we got from a well. Wee spring. The only thing is, a spring made it look like a well, you know. And actually better if it just left it as a spring. Because where the water in a spring hits the ground, dogs can drink from it. Because it's a well, dogs can't get in to drink it. There's no sign saying where humans are drinking it, but it's coming from the golf course, so it can't be good. Must be chemicals on it, like. Longer than I thought this would. No problem with being long, but the thing is you have to go through Carfunnock before you get to this one. It's just a bit warm. Here we are now at the end of Chain Wood, I think it's pronounced that way. I'm not doing it today, but Brendan doesn't know if we walk down the end of this lane would there be another gate cut and a gate lodge. I'm going to stuck in the heat now, then I get out of the sun quick pet. We're going to burn up. I need to get her wet before we start heading back to Green Bay.